Santa, you come down that chimney all you want. I got a little gift that'll make you forget what a Christmas was. Huh? I got cookies and milk for you. Santa asked me what I want. Saint Nick, it's simple. Get me in on the volume.
Get me in on the volume.
Champion, we are here. URL, Ultimate Rap League, Smack. They're back with it, you know. Smack Volume 4. It was just that, Smack Volume 3. How do you... I blinked my eyes and it's here again. What's going on? They just announced a card with a whole bunch of matches on it. To me, it looks good. I like it. You know what I mean? One thing we say is random. You know, I think half of battle rap is random. So I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? And we know how URL is trying to come out this year with like 15 events. So it's like, if I get a random card, okay. How you feel?
Starting off the year right.
Okay.
Come in and close the door.
Yeah.
Have a seat, get comfortable, take your shoes off, relax. What are you in a rush for?
Okay.
What are you in a rush for? URL is printing money in the next room. Take it easy. It's all taken care of. If you're too excited, is your anxiety kicking in? There's a pill that you can take. This pill will relax you. But in order to get this pill, you have to say the magic words. And the words are, get me in on the volumes. That's the words. Come in, close the door. Talking. This is a fire card. We talk about random this, random that. Can we talk about the fact that URL has Cassidy and Loaded Lux in the same year?
Okay.
Are you complaining?
That's why I'm leaving him alone.
Are you dumb? You smoke crack, don't you? Don't complain. This is a fire card. Fire card starting the year off right. You can't forget about little bruh and them. Huh? Don't get too wrapped up in the Cassidy and Vert and Loaded Lux coming back. What about little bruh and them?
Wrapped up in that.
Huh? You got to feed. You got to feed the people that's been driving the culture for the past 10 years. You got to give them their shot. Give them their look. And this is a fire card. I see a lot of heavy names. A lot of heavy names over here. I'm excited. You can start the list down.
Let's start from the bottom to the top. Chef Trez versus Danny Myers. One thing I will say about this, I think, Danny, you should have took this SM7. You know, it's Las Vegas. Like, we don't know when the next time URL is going back to Las Vegas, even with that turnout. So that would have been a good look for you. So you said you wasn't going to battle him. I'm not sure on the exact particulars, so I'm going to say, allegedly, you said you wasn't going to battle him, but you're battling him now. So I'm glad for the matchup now, but I feel like you should have capitalized on it being in your hometown. But Chef Trez versus Danny Myers, solid match. Dope match to me. How you feel?
I mean, you just hit it on. Apparently, the battle was supposed to be a surprise battle in Vegas. We know Vegas was one of the worst Summer Madnesses ever. They did not perform. Mayweather was there. Smack made the iconic video on Shout Out to 15 Minutes of Fame.
I can't eat that.
Got over 250,000, probably reaching 300,000 views. Yeah. Everybody watched that video, and battle rappers started to take notice and say, wait a minute, we got to step our game up. The boss is upset. But
ever since then, I feel like every Smack event was really good.
Solid. It was really good. Yeah, it was. It was. Sometimes the boss got to come down and say, yo, man, what's going on? Y'all ain't, what up? Y'all ain't cooking the food, right? You know
I'm shutting down the studio. I'm cutting y'all checks off. Half of that. Oh, prove yourself again. I don't like this. I don't like that. I ain't eating that. I can't eat it.
I can't eat that.
I can't eat it, man.
Yeah. To me, Danny is one of the best top 5 writers in me, if you ask me.
Okay.
He's a seasoned vet. Danny is one of the most consistent battle rappers of all time.
Ever.
If not, he might be the consistent battle rapper ever. He always brings his A game. What I love about Danny, it doesn't matter who he's battling. You're going to get the best Danny. Danny's going to write the best at all times, and I think he's been underestimated, and I think his name has been played with a lot lately, and I think that he needs to start getting more bigger looks to me.
I've been saying this since 2015. People gotta listen to me at some point. You know what I mean? We love Danny. I think Danny is very dope. You know, we see his talent, we see his material, but he has to face the names.
I think
it's
so.
2018, you know, he only has like 2-3 big names. So
Yeah, nah.
get in the ring. If somebody's running, call it out for them running. Take a mid-tier name if you have to get to a top tier, you know? Make it happen. The lines are there. You know, him versus St. Mike, the space-time continuum. I will say this, Danny Myers, the reason I put that on the survey, that's my favorite line of 2018. That's my personal, it's probably not the best, but that's my favorite line. I screamed. I really screamed. I screamed when you said that, Danny. We got space and time. Fire! Yes, but even though I said all this, Chef Trez, we just saw him in Smack Volume. Dude looked like he had the glow.
Yes, he
Chef
did.
Trez like he had the glow. For me to say that Danny Myers will beat him, I don't know. I don't know if I can say that, Tech. I'm going slightly with Chef Trez. We talk about consistency in at least in 2018, Chef Trez has been consistent. I know a lot of you guys only watch, let's say, URL RB, King of the Die. Chef Trez has been all over, battling here and there, doing the same thing that Danny Myers was doing, and just as consistent as him. So, my slight opinion, I'm going with Chef Trez 2-1.
We know, I think Danny's a better puncher, but we know Chef Trez can punch as well.
Chef Trez is better overall.
Chef Trez has phenomenal delivery. He can rebuttal.
Yeah.
The rebuttal might get Danny in trouble. But overall, I'm going with the bar god because I think the experience factor will play its part. They both been on the volume series.
They have been.
So they both understand
Danny battled K-Shine in 2017, people.
Mm-hmm.
Just like y'all know. Go ahead.
So they both understand what the volume feels like or whatever. But I think Danny knows that, hey, I got to get a better look. I got to get a bigger name. I got to take somebody out. And you know how you get names? By making an impact, by making a statement. Yeah. You don't get names by beating people. You get names by making a statement.
There you go.
And you have to make it. You can beat 10 people, and somebody can beat one person. Hello? A-Verb beat Murder Mook, and he's battling the person he's been calling out for 8 years. Hello? It's all about the moment. You can battle 10 people, win all 10 of those battles, and still be stuck where you at. But you can battle this one person, create a huge moment, and you can get to where you want to be. Create those moments, and I think Danny's going to create a moment, and Chef Trez is in trouble. Bar God 2-1.
That don't make sense, but it makes all the sense in the world. I'm not going to really refute that, because I have it being close, you know what I mean? If Danny Myers wins, okay, I'm not really mad at that. If Chef Trez wins, I'm not really mad at that either. But the next matchup on the card, Charlie Clips versus New Jerzey Twork. Now, this match is random, I ain't going to lie. It's very random. Yeah. I didn't see this coming. Actually, I did see it coming. But anywho, Charlie Clips versus Jerzey Twork. What I will say about this match is, let's look at Twork's track record on URL. His last 5 matches, besides DNA, that was the disaster. Literally messed up. 2 and 3, don't know what you're doing. He did good in the first round, but Twork brings out the best in all of his opponents. Name a lackluster person that Twork had to face. We just talked about Shotgun Suge, one of the best Shotgun Suges. Arsenal the Rebel battled Hollow the Don. Wasn't
nearly as good as he was against Twork.
Arsenal battles Twork and literally has probably the second best round of the year in the second round. So for some reason, Run Nitty, before the situation happened, that battle was going on to probably be the best battle of 2018.
Yes,
I can keep going.
Clearly would have been #1 battle.
I can keep going. So for some reason, when people step in front of Twork, they get the best. Will we get the best clips? Probably not. Even I said all that, I don't know. I don't know what clips, man. Does he face competition? Maybe Clips has a formula, that's why he's taking them. I don't know. I feel like Twork did promise in 2019 that I'm going to be here. I make a statement. I'm going to battle people, battle the names, and I'm going to have the most monstrous 2019 ever. So I can see Twork really bringing it. So Clips, I will say this to Clips. This is not the time to play around. If you have picked Twork to battle him, there must be a reason. Hopefully you come through with that game plan because you're in hot waters. To me, Twork is one of the most dangerous battle rappers when he's on his game, and I think he'll be on his game. Because there is a level of respect you should have for Clips, because he's a legend. At the end of the day, he's one of those guys. Clips, to me, in 2014 was the most dangerous battle rapper ever. You know what I mean? He had everybody scared. Everybody was scared. They feared him. He looked, at one point in time, he looked unstoppable. Like, well, okay, leave this man alone. So, you might want to tap into that for Twork. I had Twork 2-1.
It's funny because some of the stuff it's like repeating the same thing. But dope battle. I think this is a dope battle, even though it's random. I think it's a fire matchup. I'm gonna put this into play. We talk about 2014, how Clips was regarded as the greatest. Period. He was the best battle rapper, hands down. But then of course, Charlie got money hungry. He started to take more battles. But his legacy will forever live on. But at the end of the day, I think the urgency to have him on cards faded. It faded with him taking too many battles and being so accessible. And I'm only saying this because when you look at Charlie Clips, you never think he should be at the bottom of a card. You look at Charlie Clips versus Twork, you think this should be ranked higher or whatever. But
did they place the collect?
No, I think they just threw
the card.
I don't think they really have it ranked or whatever. Yeah. But I'm only saying
Arsenal versus Geechee got it. Shouldn't that be like?
Yeah, that's fire.
Shouldn't that be the top?
Yeah, that's up there.
It should be ranked. Go ahead.
I'm only saying this because I don't want Twork to take too many battles in 2019. And I think all money isn't good money. Yeah. And I think that Twork, and they say this all the time, is fast money worth your career being shorter. Yeah. And there's a saying out there or something. Yeah. I just feel like Twork needs to relax, you know what I mean, and work on his legacy because he's already a household name. He's not going anywhere. He already said, I'm the biggest name in battle rap. He's my favorite battle rapper, period. Up to date, too. He changes it. I don't know when he's going to change it. And like I said, he got to do a whole lot of bad in order for me to change that. Yeah. And I just think that he has it. But I think he can fall under the Charlie Clips category where you're at the height of your career, but yes.
Now it's time for the dive.
You're taking those one-rounders, you're taking this battle, and before you know, people are like, yeah, I know. Seen him last month and some hole in the wall where he, So he has to be, pay attention to that. But once again, like you just said, Clips is a legend. Clips has beaten everyone in battle rap, basically, or faced the top people with a who's who.
His resume is really good. Arguably one of the best resumes. I know I was talking about Verb. I said if Verb beats Lux, Clips has probably one of the best resumes also.
His humor, delivery, the way he connects with the audience, the way he can freestyle, rebuttal. Twork, we all know he's a superstar. He's the leader of the new school, the only man that can make the crowd scream without even saying a word and make them explode. To me, this is a very tough battle to call. Mm-hmm. It's a tough battle to call because I don't know what Clips I'm going to get. You know what I mean?
That's the problem.
I don't know. If Clips is on his A game, I don't think Twork can beat a Charlie Clips that's on his A game.
Too much ifs with that.
It is.
With Twork, I don't think again, we've talked about Twork and his mishaps, but his last few performances on URL have been really good. Chess. Chess was messing up against everybody. He faces Twork. Oh, now I'm here. Now Chess got his chest out now. Mm-hmm. Just saying. So he's been good.
I just think that Clips can be an opportunist at times.
Yeah.
And I think Clips knows. Yeah, this is the one.
This is the one y'all like, huh?
This is the one.
This is one I can bounce back off of, huh?
Right.
Put my name back up. Okay.
Let me make an example. Because Arsenal is another opportunity.
Yeah.
You see what Arsenal did with Twork in London. So you got to watch. These guys, they go, the Tay-Rocks in them, they go, this is who y'all choose. Oh, okay.
Charlie Clips was in the background against Averb versus Jerzey Twork. Just watching, just paying attention. So you can now go back and watch that battle. Same. People be plotting, bro. That's how, if I was top 10 and I had the battle, I'd be plotting the same way. Y'all like him? I'll see him next year. He write my material all right now. He write all his rounds done in 2018. Like, what's up? Twitch shot? I'm strapped in.
But I'm going with Twork in a very close matchup, and I wouldn't be surprised if Charlie Clips pulled it out.
Before we get into the next match, since you talk about all this stuff with Twork, in 2016 I did this thing called Danny Myers Watch, where I reviewed everything Danny Myers did, good and bad, reviewed all his battles. Let me put in the comments right now, so we can hold me accountable to this. And since Twork is promising a great 2019, I could do New Jerzey Twork Watch, which means I will review everything he does good and everything he does bad. I will go out my way. Because normally, we busy in real life, so we don't got time to just, every time he does this, or every time we don't have time to check in for everything he does. But I will go out my way to do review or talk about everything he does good and everything he does bad.
I like that.
Everything, to a T.
I like that.
So, if y'all want that, put in the comments, let me know. But the next battle on the card, T-Top versus Clean Paper.
Random!
It's random. But the thing is with this, is when I see random matches, I'm like, we say it doesn't have any storyline to it, right? But I'm like, hold on. We're the same people that got at Iron Solomon versus Rum Nitty.
And
that was random as hell,
was
but the best match of 2017. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to jump out the window and be mad at everything.
Yeah.
And then I got to say, oh, yeah, I apologize. Because, Clean Paper versus T-Top was really good. Or John versus Red was really good. I said I destroyed it. I don't want to apologize. I'm going to stay on the safe side right now. Say, okay, I'm mad at it. So T-Top versus Clean Paper, I'm not mad at it. Both of these do the drug talk. Maybe T-Top can tap back into that stuff that made him really hot in the beginning. No. Oh, you're not a drug lord. You're a fiend. Let me give you half. Let me give you some of that. Huh? King, come on, King. How you feel?
I mean, look, it's random for sure, but there's good things and bad things about random matches. The great thing is you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And once you take the mystery out of something, it's no longer interesting.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that mystery. The random matches have total mystery because you don't know anything. There's no backstory. You're just praying that there's a great battle. But the history has shown that grudge matches and build up the matches are the ones that turn out to be the classic matches and the great matches. But like you just made a good point about Romney versus Iron, being a random match and then it turned out to be the best battle of 2017. So you just never know. And Clean Paper is on his comeback tour. And 2018 was his comeback tour, and he's planning to continue the tour in 2019. I'm excited to see how Clean Paper will approach his battle, mix some humor punches. In a volume setting, Clean Paper's never been in a volume. T-Top, I'm not even sure. I'm not sure if T-Top battled on the volume or not.
He did, Big K.
Big K, okay. So T-Top
Yeah,
knows.
he had a bye week.
He had a bye weekend. Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, now I remember. Big K just had mixtape, short rounds, etc. Yeah, now I know why I forgot the battle.
It makes sense.
It makes sense now.
It makes sense.
But now T-Top to me is almost always prepared. He's one of the people that's always consistent. His unique voice, the delivery, his humor, he can punch. I think he punches better than Clean. To me, I got T-Top 2-1. I don't see how Clean can win this.
You don't see how Clean can win this?
No, I don't see how Clean can win. Even I know Clean is on his comeback tour, but I think Clean is more of a performer, more of a big room setting. And I feel like in a small room, I feel like T-Top's unique voice, all that will stand out, and I think Clean will take a round, but I think T-Top's going to win this 2-1 convincingly.
I think Clean Paper can win. I think he needs to be more focused. A lot of his content that I've seen in his past battles, even with gyms, I felt like he, was last minute-ish. The T-Top, you got to be zoned in and really prepped, like really have a conversation. Bring back that substance, I'm looking back to you versus Rosenberg Walk when you was really talking. Y'all got comments, just stop watching Smack. You need to really go back to that for this small room, because before there was a Smack volume, I felt like people like Clean Paper was in that Smack volume. So you could talk, we could bring that up. You know what I mean? There you go. Shake my hand, take that one. Use that. You know what I mean? So, when JC battled with Time Bomb, I think, if I'm mistaken. Or shit like that. So, have some really good substance for a guy like T-Top who brings a lot of substance about his substance. If that makes sense. I got T-Top 2-1 too, but I wouldn't be surprised if Clean Paper takes this. So the next matchup on the card, Arsenal the Rebel.
Baby, she likes like baby.